On with the next corporate on our radar, and that's Intellect Design Arena. The company has reported a good set of Q2 earnings. This is a product company. It largely caters to the financial sector, BFSI sector. We look at these numbers on a year-on-year basis, and the company has reported a 17.5% jump in their top line. In the first half of the year, their revenue growth stands at 17.7%, and on a year-on-year basis, we have seen the margins expand for the company. Gross margins for the company in the current quarter have come in at 54%. To talk about the way forward, we're now joined by Mr. Arun Jain, the chairman and MD of the company, to take a few questions. Mr. Jain, morning. This is Rima here. In our last conversation, you had guided for about a 15 to 20% top-line growth. In the first half of the year, you're tracking right in the middle of that at 17.7%. What can you guide for the second half of the year? Because many companies are a bit worried. They're unable to commit on the second half due to macro headwinds. Do you think you can sustain this and you will be able to achieve your guidance for the full year, maybe lower end or upper end? Some color on H2, sir.
We had an investor call on Friday and we look at it 15%, the lower end of it. We'll meet. We try to meet in the middle end, what we are doing currently tracking to. The pipeline is strong. Our AI business is doing very good. The way our R&D has translated into the complete document intelligence management system in IDX form, I think, and then the entire low code or codeless digital transformation. Both these technologies are path-breaking technologies, which is helping us to build up a strong pipeline.
Mr. Jain, hi, good morning. So I think top-line growth has been quite steady, no taking away from that. Give us a sense on what's happening with margins, because that's one area where you are trending below your own guided range of, I think, around 24-25%. So what's happening with margins and what is causing that pressure?
We mentioned that there are two deals which has got postponed for the next quarter, which is not contracted. If you take that into consideration, we are tracking on the same range between 23, 24, if you take that into consideration.
So what's the margin guidance now for the full year?
Full year, it's too something and uncertain because of contracting and other things. Otherwise, our business is tracking to that margin numbers.
Okay, got that. Hi, Mr. Jain. Could you also take us through some color on just the deal wins that there have been? I know there are around 11, but if you could just break them up, how many were large ticket sizes? If you can take us through some color on what's happening on the deals.
Yeah, in this quarter, I think the core banking modernization space is emerging very well now. And our platform on eMAG.ai for core banking transformation, we won 3 large deals, 2 in Australia region, 1 in Africa region. This is against established competition of Temenos or FlexCube. So this is a space where new dollars are coming in the world. Thought Machine is another competitor against which we are able to win the deals. So that's one piece of the color. Second piece of the color is on AI piece. We have won the deal for one of the largest wealth manager in UK they choose an entire document intelligence management platform from us to automate their entire end-to-end operational benefits, which can be as high as 15% of their operational costs can be brought down by applying AI in terms of co-pilots, in terms of generative AI, in terms of document intelligence extraction. So these are the flavor of the deals besides the deals in lending, deals in digital transaction banking. There are the 2 spaces where we are continuously on the leadership quadrant, which I didn't want to specifically mention, but core banking is definitely a big movement in the company, which we are trying to capture on.
So your deal wins in the current quarter are 11. You typically tell us the number of deal wins. You don't share the contract value of the overall deal wins. But can you tell us on a year-on-year basis, how do the total contract value of the deal wins look? Is it higher by 5%, 20%? Is it lower?
I think exactly the deal wins, a lot of times the duration of the deal win when people announce the deal wins, it can vary from 3 years to 5 years to 7 years. And that prevents us to put it any frame to value the deal win. For us, the strategic deal win means if we have one OTP bank in Hungary, which is one of the largest bank in Eastern Europe, to me that's a strategic deal where we have defeated Thought Machine and Temenos, and that's a very, very path-breaking deal to look at it. When they are evaluating, the largest bank is evaluating the best technologies, and we have been selected against the established multi-billion-dollar companies. That is where we celebrate right now. And that deal could be 50 million, that deal could be 100 million. We don't know the size of the deal because it will grow as bank will grow for the migration.
Mr. Jain, thank you very much for joining in. We've got a lot of numbers to, track and react to. So we'll continue this conversation another day. Congratulations, good set of numbers. The stock is up close to about 4%. The company is confident about achieving at least the lower end of their revenue guidance of 15 to 20%. They will try and get to the middle of their revenue guidance.